Good evening, friends. We have this episode of Melodies and Memories. We've done it also in the past. This is a new episode and with new stories and new quiz questions. So this is an interactive session. So I'd request you to also to participate. Whenever you want to speak or give an answer, please unmute and then speak immediately and mute yourself once again. Right, so we begin this program. This is party presentation. This was, of course, done for our own musical lovers, musical show. That time it was show number 85. And let's begin this program. Now, I hope you are all able to hear me. Now, this is about, I'll be telling you little small stories and asking you questions. So I'll be happy if you can participate in this also. Now, we're talking about the year 1967 when, all the film posters from the road were removed. Why did it happen and which was that film? Suddenly, overnight, all the posters had to be removed, the film posters. Are you talking about a story related to Sharmila Tagore, the actress? It is like this that, she was in touch
An
with
evening in Paris
yes, correct. Can you tell me
because she
the
was
reason?
wearing a swimsuit.
Absolutely, you got the right answer. So, and when she was initially not very happy, but then finally she yielded to the proposal of Nawab of Pataudi and then decided to, okay, go in for a marriage. That's when Nawab of Pataudi told her that tomorrow I'll come with my mother to meet you at your house. And then she panicked because the posters of Evening in Paris were splashed all across the town, and it had created a sensation because she was in swimsuit, which in 1967 was something not seen very often. So then what she did is she called her driver and an assistant and told them that all posters which are there from the airport road to my house all should be removed. All posters of Evening in Paris, and overnight all the posters disappeared. So yes, that is the story, and we'll see this song in which he also features in the swimsuit.
आसमान से आया फरिश्ता प्यार का सबक सिखलाने दिल में है तस्वीर यार की लाया हूँ वो दिखलाने कहो प्यार है तुमसे वो जाना कहो प्यार है तुमसे साया हूँ मैं तेरा तेरे साथ साथ ही आऊंगा आशिक हूँ मैं तेरा बाहों से बांध ले जाऊंगा साया हूँ मैं तेरा तेरे साथ साथ ही आऊंगा आशिक हूँ मैं तेरा बाहों से बांध ले जाऊंगा आसमान से आया फरिश्ता प्यार का सबक सिखलाने दिल में है तस्वीर यार की लाया हूँ वो दिखलाने कहो प्यार.
Okay, so there you saw Sharmila Tagore in a swimsuit. That was from a song from the film An Evening in Paris. And the next question to you is, can you name an actor, a hero and a heroine? An actor for a lady, he was a hero. He was a hero for the lady in one film. For the same lady, he was her father in another film. And for the same lady, he was her father-in-law in yet another film. So there you have a man and a woman, the hero and the heroine in one film, and the man goes on to become the father of that lady in another film, father-in-law in another film. So whom are we
Sanjeev
talking
Kumar and
about?
Jaya Baduri.
No. Then I have to name the films also, if that is the case. Okay, I'll give you the answer. Answer is Sanjeev Kumar and Jaya Baduri. Sanjeev Kumar and Jaya Baduri were hero and heroine in the film Anamika. Then they were Sanjeev Kumar was father of Jaya Baduri in the film Parichai, and then in Sholay he was her father-in-law. So that's how it goes. Before I proceed, I hope the audio is all right, the video and the audio are all right, and I'm audible. Okay, let's listen to their song once.
तुझे बिन जाने बिन पहचाने मैंने हृदय से लगाया, तुझे बिन जाने बिन पहचाने मैंने हृदय से लगाया, पर मेरे प्यार के बदले में तूने मुझको ये दिन दिखलाया। जैसे बिरहा की रुत मैंने काटे, तड़प के आहें भर भर के, जले मन तेरा भी किसी के मिलन को, अनामिका तू भीतर से मेरी भीगी भीगी सी।
So there you have Sanjeev Kumar and Jaya Bowdhury, who were featured in other films also, but in different roles. And the next question is a true love story of Dilip Kumar and Kamini Kaushal that inspired, the producer to make a film. So their true love story, of course, it did not result in their marriage, but then that inspired somebody to make a film on their love affair. And can you tell me which was the film made? Anybody? Dilip Kumar, Kamini Kaushal. Dilip Kumar, the first love was Kamini Kaushal, then of course Madhubala and all that. So anybody has the answer? Otherwise, I'll give you the answer. Well, it was. I'll come to that. This thing, he met Kamini Kaushal. They met in 1948 in the film Shaheed. That time, Kamini Kaushal was already married, and but then, under very strange circumstances, she had to marry her brother-in-law. Her elder sister died in an accident, and the family members got her married to her brother-in-law. But and then of course she got into films and she was acting with Dilip Kumar. They fell in love with each other. But then finally a stage came when they had to take a decision, and then Kamini Kaushal decided to stick to her family and not proceed with the marriage, and that was the end of their relationship. But this, one film producer decided to, B.R. Chopra decided to make this into a film, and he approached Dilip Kumar to act in that film as a hero. Dilip Kumar refused, and then he took Sunil Dutt. So the film we are talking about is, Gumrah.
इन हवाओं में, इन फिजाओं में, इन हवाओं में, इन फिजाओं में तुझको मेरा प्यार पुकारे, आजा आजा रे, तुझको मेरा प्यार पुकारे। रुक ना पाऊं मैं, खिंचती आऊं मैं, रुक ना पाऊं मैं, खिंचती आऊं मैं, दिल को जब दिलदार पुकारे, आजा आजा रे, तुझको मेरा प्यार पुकारे। आहा हा
फिल्म गुमराह। कहते हैं कि मंजिल तो मिल ही जाएगी भटक कर भी, गुमराह तो वो है जो घर से निकलते ही नहीं है। और अगला प्रश्न आप लोगों के लिए ये है कि इंस्पिरेशन फॉर सॉन्ग लिरिक्स फ्रॉम द सीन पिक्चराइज्ड। नाउ यू टॉकिंग अबाउट टू ग्रेट artists. One is Dada Burman, S.D. Burman, and the lyricist Majru Sultanpuri. They came together for the first time in the year 1957, and they had to work together to create a song. So the song situation was explained to them by Shashadhar Mukherjee, the producer, and Majru Sultanpuri wrote some songs which was not to the liking of either the music director S.D. Burman or to the producer Shashadhar Mukherjee. So he wrote again and he wrote again, but none of the compositions, none of the lyrics appealed to these people. Then Majru Sultanpuri was at a loss as to what to do. Then Shashadhar Mukherjee said, we have shot some scenes, have a look at that. and perhaps you'll get an idea. So he had a look at the scenes. Then he said, "Arey, this is about a lawyer. I thought I had kept the dignified status of a lawyer in mind. This lawyer is a bit of a loafer also." So then he wrote song. Then it became a big hit song. So which song are we talk about? The film is Paying Guest. If you want to know which is the film, Majru Sultanpuri and S.D. Burman. In fact, what happened is this song became a craze. In those days, people used to listen to songs in the jukebox in restaurants, and there was such a craze for this film that that it created a coin shortage. That you require certain denomination coins to be dropped in the jukebox, and there was a shortage. So panwalas and restaurant walas used to sell that coin at a premium to that extent, and but people liked it so much. That was the song that was created by both of them. And Paying Guest got an A certificate, adult certificate, because in one scene, Devanand is seen pinching the cheeks of Nutan, which the censor board thought was, very, very disagreeable, and they give it a certificate. Now, the song that we are talking about is this.
जनाब ने पुकारा नहीं, क्या मेरा साथ भी गवारा नहीं, मुफ्त में बन के चल दिए तन के, वल्ला जवाब तुम्हारा नहीं, माना जनाब ने पुकारा नहीं। यारों का चलन है गुलामी, देते हैं हसीनों को सलामी, यारों का चलन है गुलामी, देते हैं हसीनों को सलामी, गुस्सा न कीजिए, जाने भी दीजिए, बंदगी तो लीजिए साहब, माना जनाब ने पुकारा नहीं, क्या मेरा साथ भी गवारा नहीं, मुफ्त में बन के चल दिए तन के, वल्ला जवाब तुम्हारा नहीं।
You saw Devanand and Nutan, and today is the 101st. So we will continue. We had talked about Devanand. Today is Devanand's birth anniversary. Born in 1923, so his birth anniversary, 101st birth anniversary, as we remember the great legend, and that was a film from Paying Guest that we had seen. Okay, we go to the next. Query, the next question. That 1 mark failure which transformed the boy who rose to become a great lyricist. Okay, once one boy, very talented and intelligent boy, born in a very poor family, but he was very talented and very good in studies. So the school gave him a scholarship whereby he didn't have to pay the fees. He could study without payment of fees because he was talented. Now, what happened in the 6th standard? He failed by just 1 mark. He failed by 1 mark, and he was terribly, terribly upset because then he will lose his scholarship, and then there will be a big problem. So he went to the teacher and begged the teacher, please give me 1 mark. Please give me 1 mark so that I don't lose my scholarship and I would like to continue the studies. So the teacher scolded him, said, Gopal Prasad, how can you ask me to give you additional marks? I can't do that. Now what I will do instead is, I will pay your fees for the entire education in the school. But provided you give me a promise that you will study hard, always come in the first division. So Gopal Prasad promised he will do that, and he kept his word, and he rose and he did very well. He got great marks. He passed his school, went to college, and became a great lyricist, That 1 mark transformed his life. When he lost the exam by 1 mark, that totally transformed his life. And he wrote lyrics for 125 films, Hindi films. And the great lyricist, whom are we talking about? Anybody can guess?
Is it Neeraj?
Absolutely right. Neeraj is the right answer. Neeraj, he changed his name from Gopal Saxena to Neeraj, and then he came into the Nauketan camp, S.D. Burman, and then what lyrics he has written. Let's see one of his films. And he writes, झीलों के होठों पर मेघों का राज है, फूलों के सीने में ठंडी ठंडी आग है. So this is the type of poems that he had written. Absolutely marvelous, and good that he came into the films and we got to hear his wonderful lyrics. As we go to the next question for all of you, four stalwart singers of the Hindi cinema, Rafi Saab, Kishore Da, Mukesh ji and Lata ji have come together and have sung a song together. Which song, which film? Very rare that these four great singers were together in a film. Can you name that? Very easy. Four stalwart singers. Which film did they sing together? Okay, so this is a song.
Hear you, Prem. Can't hear.
हमको तुमसे हो गया है प्यार, क्या करें? बोलो तो जिए, बोलो तो मर जाए. हमको तुमसे हो गया है प्यार, क्या करें? अब तक छुपाए रखा, शोला दबाए रखा. अब तक छुपाए रखा, शोला दबाए रखा. चांद चकोरी जो दुनिया में, राम कसम तू रहे दिया में. हमको तुमसे हो गया है प्यार, क्या करे? बोलो तो जिए, बोलो तो मर जाए. हमको तुमसे हो गया है प्यार, क्या करे?
You can hear me?
अब तक छुपाए रखा, शोला दबाए रखा. अब तक छुपाए रखा,
अमर अकबर एंथनी.
दबाए रखा. हुस्न हमेशा रूठा रहता है, खुदा गवाह हम सच कहता है. हमको तुमसे हो गया है प्यार, क्या करें? बोलो तो जी, बोलो तो मर जाए. हमको तुमसे हो गया है प्यार, क्या करें?
Is the only instance where all these four singers were together and have sung in one song. My voice is clear? Preeta, you having some problem? Yeah, is it clear?
No, no, very clear.
Okay, fine. So let's go to the next story. Acha, how was the film made? Amar Akbar Anthony. Now, what happened? Manmohan Desai was the producer director, and actually, what happened is when he lost his wife, he was so downcast, so depressed that he withdrew and didn't want to make any film. That's when his son Ketan Desai told him, "Dad, your films always the second half of the film is always interesting. The film after the interval is always very interesting and always very good." So Manmohan Desai understood what he was saying. He said, "Okay, I have to play my second innings in life." So he came out of this problem. Then he decided to make a film, and that film was Amar Akbar Anthony. His wife was a great devotee of Shirdi Sai Baba. So he kept a song of Shirdi Sai Baba, also the miracles that he brought about to help humanity. And with this, the film was made, and the film turned out to be a blockbuster hit film. A song that helped with the sale of film Guide. You know, Guide was a landmark film in the annals of Hindi cinema. But yet, it got off to a very inauspicious start. Now, Devanand made this film in English and Hindi version. And the English version was released first, and it was a big disaster. It flopped very badly. When the English version flopped so badly, no distributor wanted to buy this film. So Devanand, after making such a great film, did not find buyers to take his film, and he didn't know what to do. That's when he hit upon an idea. He called his assistant and told him Yash Johar. He told Yash Johar, his assistant, his production controller actually, he told him, what you do is you go to Delhi and you meet the top distributor there and show him this song and tell him to, observe this song and get his reaction. So Yash Johar was a street smart guy, a good communicator, a great speaker. And he went to Delhi. He met one of the most prominent distributors there. And he showed him one song of Guide. That fellow, that distributor, went gaga over that song. He liked it so much, he decided to buy a Guide film. This is exactly what Devanand wanted. The moment the distributor decided to buy Guide, he made the announcement that this distributor has bought this film. Soon the word spread, and in no time, Guide film was sold to all distributors, and the release was had in Maratha Mandir. So that song, sparked that interest in the fraternity, the distributor fraternity, and sold this film. Which song in Guide that we are talking about?
आज फिर जीने की तमन्ना.
नहीं, वो गाना नहीं है. और
पिया तो से नैना लागे.
पिया तो
हाँ,
से
बिल्कुल
पिया
ये
तो
गाना
से.
है.
पिया तो से.
Enabled the guy to get off the mark and become a great film, which of course made history. And now we're talking about Naushad Saab, another prominent music director, the kind-hearted, magnificent Naushad Saab to Pyare Lal, and the story of the violin. Now Lakshmikant, Pyare Lal were also music directors, and in 1950, Pyare Lal of that group, Lakshmikant Pyare Lal was 10 years old, and he was learning violin. So one day his father, Ram Prasad Sharma, told Pyare Lal, I'll take you to Naushad Saab and see what we can do. Let's get associated with him. So next day, both of them went to Naushad Saab office, and Ram Prasad Sharma told his son, Pyare Lal, you wait outside, I'll go inside and talk to him. So Ram Prasad Sharma went to meet Naushad Saab and told him, my son is 10 years old, he's learning violin. Can you take him in your group with the musicians so that he can be with them and learn well? So Naushad said that, of course, no problem. Please, I have no problem. Please call him. So then the father shouted. He told his son, Pyare Lal, come in, come in. And Pyare Lal got so excited that he ran and he tripped and fell down over the violin broke. Now, Naushad and the father, Ram Prasad, heard this noise. They went outside to find the boy was fallen down, the violin was broken. And Naushad Saab told the boy, don't worry, from tomorrow you can come. You can come and learn with these people. The boy looked at the violin and wept, tears started pouring down his eyes because the violin was broken. Naushad Saab, the kind-hearted man, understood what had happened. He told both of them, come in, please come and sit in the room. He made them sit in the room. He came out, he went to his driver and he told his driver, you go to this music shop, just very close it was, and get a violin from there. So the driver went and got the violin, which Naushad Saab gifted to Pyare Lal. And that was the beginning of their association. And you know what a great violin player Pyare Lal was. I think he has to doff his hat to Naushad Saab for giving this opportunity, for being so generous and kind-hearted, and for encouraging him to learn violin. And then, of course, just as Naushad Saab was a prominent music director, so too Lakshmikant Pyare Lal created a big name in the industry. This is the story of the violin and how it came about. So we hear one song of Naushad.
तारों का ज़मीं पर है मिलन, आज की रात मुस्कुराता है, उम्मीदों का चमन आज की रात।
रंग लाई है मेरे दिल की लगन, आज की रात सारी दुनिया नजर आती है दुल्हन, आज की रात।
दो सितारों का ज़मीं पर है मिलन, आज की रात, आज की रात। हुस्न वाले तेरी दुनिया में कोई आया है, तेरे दीदार की हसरत भी कोई लाया है। तोड़ दे पर्दे का चलन, आज की रात मुस्कुराता है, उम्मीदों का चमन आज की रात। दो सितारों का ज़मीं पर है मिलन, आज की रात, आज की
So that was a song from the film Kohinoor, and Naushad Saab was also a Kohinoor. He was a priceless gem in the history of Hindi cinema. The next question is, who is that heroine who has worked in 6 films, but with the same hero? One heroine who has worked in only 6 films and only with one person as the hero. Who is that lady?
Kalpana Karthik.
Absolutely right. That was Kalpana Karthik, who's worked with only Devanand. Only Devanand in 6 films. And of course, eventually they got married and she quit films also. If somebody is good enough, can you name those 6 films? Otherwise, I'll tell you. One is Bazi, starting with Bazi. Her name was Mona Singh and she was spotted in Simla. She was Miss Shimla. And Chetananand brought her to films and gave her the name Kalpana Karthik. And then after Bazi, it was Aandiyan, Humsafar, Taxi Driver, House Number 44, and Now Do Gyara. Now Do Gyara was the last film, and after which she retired. Let's hear this song.
आजा पंछी अकेला है
ओ सोया निंदिया की पिला है
ओ आजा पंछी अकेला है
ओ सोया निंदिया की पिला है
ओ आजा पंछी अकेला है उड़ गई नींद यहाँ मेरे नैन से
बस कर यूं ही पड़े रहो चैन से
उड़ गई नींद यहाँ मेरे नैन से
बस कर यूं ही पड़े रहो चैन से
लागे रे घर मोहे लागे रे
ओ ये क्या डरने की बेला है
ओ आजा पंछी अकेला है
ओ सो जा निंदिया की बेला है
ओ आजा पंछी अकेला है
You to move a little faster. Who was the first president of India? The easy question. Dr. Rajendra Prasad. So, what question could he not answer when he went to meet students at the Taj Mahal? Dr. Rajendra Prasad was the first president of India, and he had a visit to Taj Mahal, one of the 7 wonders of the world. And the office had arranged a meeting with the students. So the students, he spoke to them about Taj Mahal and about his experiences as the president about India. And then he asked invited questions. The very first question a student asked, he could not answer. What was that question? Anybody any idea what question that was that he could
Was
not
the first
answer?
president,
No,
Dr. Rajendra
Okay,
Prasad.
no, nothing political. One student got up and asked Dr. Rajendra Prasad that this is the Taj Mahal, and we understand that Devanand and Suraya are going to come here and going to get married. So, is it so? That student asked Rajendra Prasad, and Dr. Rajendra Prasad was absolutely foxed. He didn't know what is all about. He asked his assistant, what is it they are talking about? So the assistant said, these are two leading stars and there's a rumor that they may come here and get married. Then Dr. Rajendra Prasad said, I have not seen a film in all my life. My entire life has been dedicated to the freedom struggle. And I have not seen any films. I'm sorry, I'm not able to answer your question. But this is a humorous incident of Dr. Rajendra Prasad. Perhaps the only person in India who didn't know the affair between Devanand and Suraya.
दिल का भंवर करे पुकार प्यार का राग सुनो प्यार का राग सुनो रे दिल का भंवर करे पुकार प्यार का राग सुनो प्यार का राग सुनो रे का राग सुनो रे
Out of time, so I'm moving a bit faster. Why did the driver ask Asha Bhosle if he should take her to the hospital? Now, related to a song, of course, that Asha Bhosle, after rehearsing for a song, came and sat in the car in the back seat, and she was rehearsing that song. It required some high notes to be practiced, some breath control, and she was practicing it. The driver got the impression that she's, suffering, that she's struggling for breathing. So he asked her, should I take you to the hospital, madam?
Acha.
So then of course Asha Bhosle told him, no, I'm practicing a song. It was this
आजा
So that is what 8 times she sings
Right.
Aja Aja. The song from Teesri Manzil had 80 musicians and 40 violinists, and 14-second guitar lead played by Dilip Naik was of course extraordinary, and that was used as a benchmark for taking people who play the violin in the industry. So this is what a story was, and thank you very much for being here. I hope you enjoyed the
Enjoy.
small presentation. Running short of time, so I had to cut it short a bit.